Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. This time I'm going to be bringing you guys another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and then this time it's going to be a combo video for World Chalice. Now it's going to be a World Chalice combo video, and it's going to be based off a World Chalice deck profile I made a couple of days ago. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to that video in the description down below if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, sorry for the setup today, guys. I don't have a game mat today, so this is going to be the field. It's pretty self-explanatory, but this is the monster zone right here. These are the link zones, and then this is the spell and trap zone back there. But yeah, today this is going to be a 3-card combo. It's a really cool combo, and basically the ending board is going to be a Firewall Dragon, Tri-Gate Wizard, and a Gamaciel. It's a really strong board, and it's hard for your opponent to deal with it. You can do it turn 1, and it should give you about 2 negates, 1 banish, and then you get to draw 2 cards as well. So yeah, if you find this video helpful, make sure to like and leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's start with a combo. So first off, you're gonna want to activate your field spell, and that's Kyoto Waterfall. What it does, Waterfront, my bad. What it does is it gets a counter for every time a card is sent from the field to the graveyard. And then when it has 3 or more counters, you get to add a Kaiju monster from your deck to your hand. So that's how we're going to get out our Gamaciel. So we're going to go ahead and activate that. And next up, we're going to summon our Agent of Creation Venus. Now, it doesn't matter where we summon her. I like to summon her in the left or rightmost zone, just so she doesn't get in the way of my combos, because there's going to be a lot of link summoning going on over here. So that's where I summon her back there. Now once you summon her, you're going to go ahead and activate her effect by paying 1,500. You're going to look for 3 mystical shine balls in your hand or your deck, and you're just going to summon them out, just like that. And again, it doesn't matter which zone you summon them in, because you're going to leave the field anyways. You're going to link off with them real soon here. So yeah, after you summon those 3 shine balls, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to link off with the first one, and you want to summon your Imduk, the World Chalice Dragon. Now when you do summon him, that's going to go ahead and give your field spell 1 counter. So let me go ahead and set that up right now. Right there. And after that, the reason why we're going to summon him is because he actually gives you a extra normal summon if it's a World Chalice monster. And so that's how we're going to summon our World Legacy World Chalice from our hand. We're going to use his effect. And we're going to attribute one of our Mystical Shine Balls to summon World Legacy World Chalice from our hand, giving our field spell another counter. So that's going to be 2 counters for our field spell. And then now, we're just going to link off using that World Legacy World Chalice we summon and Imduk. We're going to link summon Aram. Now, when he's summoned, that's going to give our field spell our 3rd counter, which is going to allow us to look for a Kaiju from our deck to our hand, but it's also going to trigger World Legacy World Chalice's effect in the graveyard. Since it was used for a link summon, well, since it left the field, and it was also a normal summon, we get to special summon 2 World Chalice monsters from our deck. And so the 2 we're going to look for are going to be Lee the World Chalice Fairy and then Guard Dragon. And so when this happens, since Lee is normal or special summon, she's got the effect that she can actually add a World Chalice monster from her deck to her hand. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and look for any vanilla World Chalice monster. In this instance, I have chosen by the World Chalice, so we're going to add that to our hand. And then from here, we can also activate the field spell's effect. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And you can actually look for any Kaiju you want. I prefer Gamaciel, because that's the one we're going to end with. And then right, now that we've got this set up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to link summon using these 2. And then we're going to link summon into Ib, the World Chalice Priests. So that's going to give our field spell the 4th counter. And then lastly, we're going to go ahead and link summon using our last Mystical Shine Ball to bring out our Imduk, completing the counters for our Kyoto Waterfront. So that's gonna max out our field spell, which doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's gonna max it out. And so at this point, and this is very important that you do this before you actually proceed with a combo, you're gonna go ahead and activate Lee's effect in the graveyard. She's got the effect that you can actually discard a card from your hand to be able to bring her back from the graveyard into your hand. And the reason why you want to do that is because in a moment we're going to be summoning Nigirisu and using these two monsters, and when they leave the field you'll be able to special summon two monsters from your hand, and so that's going to give you a double draw. So we're just going to go ahead and activate our effect, discard a monster, and then add her to our hand. Now you can discard any monster, but if you don't have any other monsters, you want to go ahead and use that kaiju, because we're going to go ahead and bring it back either way. After that, you're just going to go ahead and link summon using Imduk and Ib to bring out your Nigirisu, like I said. Now, when he's summoned, a couple of effects go off. Now, most people don't know this. His effect is mandatory, which means that his effect needs to activate regardless of whether there is a World Chalice monster in their zones he's pointing to or not. But at the same time, these effects go off as well. Since you used World Chalice monsters as link materials and they were sent to the graveyard, you get to special summon World Chalice monsters from your hand as well. So it basically starts a chain. You get to summon these two, and you want to summon them to the zones that Nigirisu is pointing to. So it's going to be just like this. And then that's actually going to give you a +2. It's going to allow you to draw 2 extra cards from your deck, guys, which is a pretty nice plus, I think. So from there, we don't really need him, so we're just going to go ahead and link off with him and Lee that we just summoned into our Firewall Dragon. And now that we've linked some into our Firewall Dragon, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to link summon one more time using our Chosen by the World Chalice for our last Imduk. Now, it's going to be, you wanted to summon him in that zone right there. And the reason why you want to summon him in that zone is because we still have Arm's effect, right? We still have Arm's effect available. And then that's what we're going to do. We're going to activate his effect to be able to tribute a World Chalice monster, to be able to summon another World Chalice monster from the graveyard. Now this could be any World Chalice monster, but personally, I like to summon Nigirisu because it gives you an arrow. It's going to be pointing this way, and that's where Trigate is going to be. So Trigate is going to be triple co-linked. So summon him in that zone, and then from there, you are just going to link off one more time using Aram and then the Agent of Creation Venus. Link summon your Trigate Wizard to this zone right there. And then this is basically, this is almost the end of the combo, guys. So basically here, you got a really good setup. You can banish a card at this point, and then you can actually also activate Firewall Dragon's effect. And then that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and activate Firewall Dragon's effect to actually bounce off the kaiju we sent earlier from our graveyard to our hand, because that way we'll be able to summon him later. Gonna add him to the hand, right? And then actually we have one more thing we can do. We're gonna activate Guard Dragon's effect from the graveyard. We're gonna banish him, right? So you can banish him from the graveyard, especially summon a normal monster from the grave. And it can be any normal monster. It can be Chosen, or it could be one of your mystical shine balls. But whenever you do summon him, you want to make sure he's summoned to one of the zones pointing to Firewall Dragon. That way, Firewall Dragon gets its effect. So from here, you're just gonna link off using that vanilla monster you summoned to summon your last link spider. And then what this is gonna do, it's gonna trigger Firewall Dragon's effect, allowing you to summon a monster from your hand since the monster it was pointing to left the field. So here, we summon Gamaciel from our hand. And then that is basically the end of the combo, guys. Now, from here, you did use Firewall Dragon's effect to bounce off a card. But let's say if you did have an extra monster in your hand at the beginning of this combo, you didn't have to discard the kaiju. That is optimal, because that way you don't have to trigger his effect and you save that bounce for your opponent's next turn. That way you can disrupt them. But basically you've got 2 negates with Tri-Gate Wizard and then Gamaciel. And then you've also can destroy a card using Nirisu. Let's say you want to destroy something, you can just destroy your Link Spider and then something else from your opponent's side of the field. And so yeah, this is only done using 3 cards. So if you also happen to have 2 extra cards in your hand, you could possibly use that in these 2 cards to keep your combos going. But this is just an idea, guys. This is just a standard combo when using World Chalice that you guys should know. But that's it for this combo, guys. If you guys found this combo helpful, this video helpful, make sure to leave a like down below. Make sure to comment to let me know what I can do better, what can I improve, and make sure to subscribe, guys. But without any further ado, thanks for watching, and then have a great day, guys. Peace.